here amongst so many strong, positive women. I'm very excited to come and talk to you about our school, Conservatory Lab Charter School. When I arrived there 3 years ago, I thought, oh, this is going to be my dream job. I was moving to the area, and as an arts educator, I found this school that was all about the arts. It had music as its mission, and I thought, oh, this is the place for me. And I pretty quickly realized that the school was in turmoil. There was a huge turnover in administration, lots of turnover in staff. In 10 years, the school has seen 7 principals, and each principal, each administrator had brought with them their own set of structures, their own set of rules, and their own vision for what the school should be. So as you can imagine, it was a very confusing work environment. It was not clear what the expectations were, or there was really no room for really assessing our professional development and our growth, and for really advocating for our students. And it was obvious that our students were not getting what they needed with so much turnover in staff and administration. And so in the summer of 2008, a whole bunch of teachers got together and said, we really need to do something about this. We need some consistency in our school. We need a way to voice our concerns and our issues. At the time, the only way to really voice a concern or to bring up even an idea was to go to the one direct supervisor. And so in a really small school, we have 1 class per grade, pre-K through 5th. In such a small school, you can imagine how awkward it was to go to your boss and say, hey, I have a problem with the way things are going. So I'm sure you can share some experiences like that as well. So we got together and started talking to the American Federation of Teachers and realized that this was a really great path for us, that we could really get organized and find a voice for the teachers at our school so that we could really advocate for ourselves and for our students ultimately. So we didn't realize at the time that even though we were trying to fix the problem in our immediate community, we were really breaking ground by becoming the first unionized charter school in Massachusetts. So as you can imagine, there was all sorts of press surrounding it that we weren't even expecting, and it was a surprise really that the whole charter school community had a very strong reaction to our organizing. And their hugest concern was that charter schools are supposed to be reforming education, and you're supposed to be so innovative, and that by unionizing we would be decreasing our ability to really innovate and do something new and reform education. But what we knew and what we believed was that by really empowering our teachers and giving our teachers a voice, we could be innovative, we could be creative, because ultimately we're the ones that spend the day with our students and know what they need and know how we can bring about change and make things better in the field of education in general. So that was something that we believed in really strongly. By September of that, at the end of that summer, by September we had all but 1 or 2 people on our staff on board with our union, which is amazing. And we started a process of negotiation for about 9 months. It was a very, very long process, and I think one of the most challenging things for us was realizing that with our first contract, we would not get everything that we wanted, and it was going to be a huge compromise between the staff and the administration, but that really we realized that by having our contract is done, we are formally a union, we're voting on officers, we're creating all of our committees, and we realized that by moving forward, that even if the first contract was not exactly what we wanted, that it's one huge step forward and a lot of little baby steps, and that now we have solidified a voice for ourselves. We have a faculty senate where we can bring up concerns or ideas, and there's a protocol for bringing up those concerns and really giving teachers a voice. That we also have a professional development committee that is run on consensus, and that involves teachers and administrators developing a teacher evaluation protocol so that we can really say, how can we grow as professionals? How can we really value the work that our teachers do and just keep improving our community in a way that empowers everybody and that builds the community as a whole. So we've had a really great experience. It really feels like this partnership between our school and the AFT Massachusetts and all of the affiliates is just so fruitful, and it really is just the beginning. So it's been a really exciting year, and we're really looking forward to a very long and fruitful partnership.